Welcome back to the Ark Guide video series. My name is eNtaK. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching this video today. I thought I would bring you something a bit more direct, to the point, but still help you in your survival experience. So I'm going to be presenting you with some quick tips to help you start off and survive in the game. Number one, let's start with some basics. When you first come into the game, you want to make sure you are getting the best FPS you possibly can to maximize your potential experience in the game. So head into the menu, fiddle with your settings. Now I have a very good computer and I can run most of the things close to max to give the best look I can for my videos, but you may need to lower it some, adjust these settings, and make sure that you are getting the best possible FPS by tweaking some of these things. Number two, choosing a server. Now obviously there are official servers that the game is supporting. These might be a bit more hostile than what you may experience on an unofficial server. There are RP servers that you can play on if you're into that kind of thing. There is even single player, so if you are looking for an experience that is just you playing against the dinos, surviving in the world, and just having a good time by yourself, then there is a single player version that you can play. Now we have a server that you are welcome to play on if you desire, and you can find that information in the description if you want to do that. Now while this game might require a team at certain points, you definitely are able to play by yourself if you desire that experience. I've done it. It's a lot of fun. It's not difficult, but it does take a little getting used to and kind of figuring out how the game works and what are some things that you can do to kind of work around playing by yourself. Now if you do want to play by yourself, at the main menu, click on host/local. From there, simply change the difficulty if you desire, and then click on play local. Now you have a nice single player world all to yourself where you can play with the dinos, play against the dinos, and enjoy the beautiful and dangerous world of Ark. Number three, when you load into the game, you'll be presented with a character customization. You can choose to do so if you desire. As for where to spawn, I highly recommend a south spawn. These seem to be the safest area with the easiest dinos. Now, when I say easiest, I mean they're still deadly, but they're not as deadly as a saber-tooth or a T-Rex that you might find in the north. So after you have chosen your spawn, name your character and head into the game. Now keep in mind, if you die in game, make sure to choose respawn an existing survivor, so you'll keep your character that you just made, or you could choose a bed spawn, something that you've placed down in the world that will give you a respawn point. If you create a new survivor, you'll start fresh. Number four, when you get into the game, familiarize yourself with your key bindings and then take a look at your inventory screen. Here you will see the items you have on you on your left, any equipped items and item slots on the right, your quick items on the bottom left, character statistics on the right, including your stats and the stats of the world around you, as well as view engrams. Engrams are blueprints you can learn as you level up, ranging from weaponry to building materials to saddles for your dino mounts. Speaking of engrams, head on over to the craftables tab. Here you will see the basic things you can learn from the start, such as a stone pickaxe. This can be used to gather wood, thatch, stone, flint, and a few other materials. If you hover over it, you will see the crafting items needed to craft it. Hover over any engram or blueprint in the same way to see the requirements. Here you can see we need a few things. Stone, which can be gathered from rocks laying on the beach. Wood and thatch, which can be gathered from any wood such as driftwood or trees. To gather wood and thatch before you get an item to mine it, simply walk up to a tree and punch it with your left mouse button. When you have the required wood and thatch, go find a rock. Once you have all three materials, you should be able to click on it and craft it. The next thing you will need is a stone hatchet. A stone hatchet can be learned via engrams, but you first need to level up and gain experience. This brings us to number 5. To level up and gain experience, there are dozens of ways to do that, from mining resources, crafting, gathering, killing dinos, taming, and more. Once you level up, you will see an indication of that in green at the top of your screen. You can also track your progress by looking at the XP bar in your inventory or watching the small blue arrow on the right side of your HUD. Once leveled, head into your inventory and apply the experience point you earned. You can place that towards any of the stats, whether that be health, stamina, melee damage, or any of the others. Once that point is applied, click on View Engrams. You will now notice that several of the darkened engrams are now visible, including the stone axe. Also, you'll notice at the top your engram points you have to spend and how much each engram requires. Be aware that you have a limited number of points you will earn up to the max level, and you can't learn all the engrams. So either work as a team or choose wisely. Click on the engram you wish to learn and select Learn Engram at the bottom. Now that we've learned the axe, click on the Craftables tab to view the requirements for the axe. Gather the flint from the stones by using the pickaxe and then craft the axe. It is also important to note that you can get more thatch from trees using a pickaxe as well as flint from stone, while the axe will get you more wood and then more stone. Number 6, and this is a very important one. Given a recent update, you may find yourself losing stamina a bit quicker as well as passing out a lot more. You pass out by either wearing yourself out or getting tranquilized or poisoned. What happens is this. If you run out of stamina and begin to perform tasks such as attacking, your torpor will increase. Torpor is basically the level before you will fall asleep or pass out. Once it reaches a specific level, you will pass out. The same thing applies to any mounts you will eventually tame. That is why it is always, and I mean always, now very important to keep a stack of stim berries with you. Now, berries can be used to recover food and drink in a pinch, make dyes, keep you alive, and more. Stim berries can be gathered from bushes using your hands and later by certain mounts. To gather berries, hit Q to equip your fists or clear your hands of weapons and tools, and then go up to a bush and hold or hit E. You should receive berries and maybe even fiber. Stim berries can be consumed in a pinch to lower your torpor or regain stamina. So let's say that you have an issue where you start gaining too much torpor because you have to attack. You'll see at the top right hand corner little stars appear and that level will start to go up. And you can also go into your inventory and look at the very bottom and notice what level it's at, and then all you need to do is consume a few stim berries and that will start to lower. Now keep in mind that they will lower your hydration level so you can become dehydrated. You can also store some in your mount to force feed it in the event that it gets knocked out. Number 7. Eventually, you'll be able to craft clothing and armor. Learn them via engram points, find them in the world, and craft them via the necessary resources. These will give you armor rating, which can mitigate damage as well as protect you against the elements, but also may cause you to overheat or not get enough warmth in some situations depending on what armor you're using. Number 8. Get ready to eat, and eat well. To get an excellent source of nutrition, get some meat and then cook it. Make sure to learn the campfire engram, craft one, and place it down. Click on Use Item and then click to place the campfire. Once placed, gather some wood or thatch and place it in one of the campfire slots. Then place the meat in the other. Now to gather meat, kill a dino and continue to hit it. You'll gain things like meat and hide and possibly some other resources. For very easy and large amounts of meat, kill a fish or, if you can, kill a Phiomia. Phiomias will run, but if you can kill one, they will give a lot of hide and a lot of meat. Once both things are placed in the inventory of the fire, click Light Fire. After a while, you'll get some nice cooked meat. Keep in mind though, meat can spoil. Number 9. Another important thing to keep in mind is that some things you kill may have inventories with loot inside, ranging from berries to tools and even weapons. So make sure to always check carnivores specifically for inventories when you kill them. Number 10. Another very important thing to keep in mind is to remember that your character has stats, all of which can be visibly seen on the right hand side of your screen at the bottom. We have our experience, weight, thirst, hunger, stamina, and health. If you start getting your torpor up, you will see a little bit of star appear, and then you will see that continue to fill up as you do more things that make you tired. Your experience obviously can be noted, and that will fill up as well as flash when you finally level up. Weight, if you carry too much, you'll become encumbered and even over encumbered to the point where you can't even move. Thirst, if you're thirsty, you can just submerge yourself in water. Keep an eye out for megalodons and piranhas, and if you go underwater, your thirst bar will go back up. If you're hungry, eat some berries, cook some meat. If your stamina goes down, you can either lay down and wait for a little bit, or you can eat some stim berries, and health can be gained back over time, or even by eating a lot of meat to gain your blood back a little bit quicker, or use a blood syringe. So I think that about wraps it up for this video. And the reason why is because a lot of these things are very basic things that can help you get started. There's even more advanced, in-depth things that we can learn as we progress through the game, and that's why I'll continue on the guide series as we go about. This way I can split things up. You guys will know what's the starting videos, what are some basic intermediate guides, and then what are also some advanced guides and some end game things that you can learn. And so as we go along and as we progress, I will continue to make videos and guide videos specifically to help you guys through the game. And by that time, I'm sure you guys probably know a lot of these things, and you may even know some things that I don't know. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully it helps, and if it does, make sure to click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you once again for watching this video. Hopefully, I really hope it helps, because I really want you guys to be able to experience the game for what it is. And, you know, it's just a matter of learning the basics, learning some engrams, knowing what materials you need to craft to craft those engrams, and then just proceeding to continue to progress through the game and level up as you go along. And taming dinos and things like that will come in time, and obviously there's specific ways to do that, which we can discuss in another video. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.